Let's do some market watch. Cards are going up, down, left, right, north, south, whichever you want to say. What we're gonna do is basically go card by card on the high end stuff and just kind of discuss some of the interesting cards that we see. I'm gonna kind of go over a little bit of everything and wrap it up by just overall going through everything here. So enchanteds are still insanely expensive. Not as expensive as getting a booster box, which is at $375. If you're getting that price, you're losing so much money, because unless you're packing one of these, which you're not, this is a huge out. The only time you're going to make a profit is just basically packing at least one enchanted rare, which you're not guaranteed in, so don't do it. Elsa was at 800, I would say, not too long ago. It was sitting at 750. Now it's hitting 700, so that's a little bit of a downgrade, but not necessarily where you want to see that card. But we need a chase. Why not be the Queen of Ice? Then we got the Magic Broom Mickey, which I don't agree as should be the more expensive enchanted rares. But again, not just my personal opinion. I don't think this card is that pretty or that strong. But it's a mouse. People are like, oh, it's a mouse. It's going to be great. Belle, one of my favorite cards, if not, it's not my favorite card, but it's definitely one of the best cards in the game. She's gorgeous in this. I do think this artwork is brilliant. There's a hidden Mickey in it as well, which I love the fact that trying to put hidden Mickeys in the cards, I think that makes a really cute extra thing, which is really fun. And then we got the one and only Tinker Bell herself. She is incredible. I believe there's a hidden Mickey in the ship somewhere. If you do see it, let me know. But yeah, so this is my favorite. This is what I'm chasing. This card is still around the $300 mark. I've seen it locally at $285, which is exactly where it's sitting. If you see a 300 or above, I would say stop. I would say not buy it. I would say stop at 300. If you're looking to buy this card, if you're spending anything more than 300 at this point, you're paying too much, and I will highly try to find a 270 or less value for the best of your buck. Aurora, and then after that we kind of see the 250 markers at Aurora and Stitch, which this one is like personally one of my favorites. Alongside with Tinkerbell, it's just one of the coolest arts, I think. Just so different, so cute, and then it's just everything about it is so nice. Oh, there's the hidden Mickey. You see the hidden Mickey in the waves? Yeah, there you go. See, look at that. It's so cool. It's such a. This was a 200 at one point, so we're seeing Stitch go up, which is not shocking, honestly. There's only 2 sales for 250, so. This is $300 card right now, which is insane, which is absolutely bananas. Well, what's happening here is a lot of them are just buying each other to up the value, which really sucks. And then we got the bottom end of things here, which I personally think there's a lot of value to be held. Least favorite enchanted art in the whole thing is this one. I personally don't think it's that great, but it's here. I have it personally. We have packed it at the house. So he's at 200. He was at like 150, but he's slowly rising up as we see here at the 200 mark, which is really, really nice, personally. And then we got the Aladdin, the Hades that I just picked up last weekend, and then the Rock himself is another one that I would like to get at one point, because I do think having a Rock, like if I can get this card signed by Dwayne The Rock Johnson, life would be complete. You know, that'd be a dream. So yeah, that's kind of the end goal of life right there. And then we kind of cut down to everything else in between. So the cool thing is everything else went down in price. Everything else, with the product being able to be out a little bit more, people are ripping packs, which makes this go down. This card is still at $60. This is one of the best cards in the game. It's just if you're playing a yellow deck, you're 99% of the time playing it. And a legendary rarity, it's just hard to find. Alongside with Elsa and Maleficent, they're also the legendaries that you want to see in your packs. Foil markets, I don't even care honestly at this point. That market is just not worth following after. We got Elsa at $40. It was at 60 last week or so ago, which was insane. But it's nice to see the $50 to $60 cards kind of go down in price. Honestly, it's been nice. Maleficent's at 30. I caught a copy at 35, which was nice. It's finally going down. This card was at $50. I saw a foil version sell for 100. So it's nice to see the downfall of the Lorcana like legendary cards that are enchanted rares, because they're a little bit easier to get. Foils are very hard, but again, it's getting to a point where it's kind of not that crazy to get 4 copies of a $40 card, because card games unfortunately are expensive. And like if you played any other one like Yu-Gi-Oh, where you're spending like quite a bit of money on specific cards, it's not that shocking you're gonna spend like $50 on a copy playset and then some. You're spending $100 on a playset. It sucks, but it's not the end of the world. Where it was at 60 at one point, and at 60 you're paying $200 on a playset, and that's a whole different conversation, if that makes sense. Bell, again a $60 card. I picked up a copy at 40. I picked up a copy at 50. So it's nice to see it go down truly. I've seen copies go for a lot more. The foil, let me see the foil actually. I do have a foil copy. Foil's at 60. I saw it sell for 80 at one point, so it's nice to see that go down as well. Let's see, what else do we have that are specific? Tinkerbell is slowly going down, which is really nice. One of the big falls of the week is this. BLT is just not seeing play. It's just not the card that people really wanted to see at 8. It's just not worth it to play. So it's cool. I mean, $20 isn't too terrible. You should be able to get a copy for less. If you can see a copy for 15, that's a steal. A card that's slowly going up in price is a copy of Surfer Stitches. People are realizing how strong this card can be utilized. I do firmly believe it was like you can get this. I bought copies of this card for $10. Now it's at 20, so it doubled its value. It's really nice to see some of the cards really go up in price just because it's a good card. Another card that I would highly suggest looking into and just keeping copies of is this thing. It's just slowly going up in price. I bought a copy at $8. I bought a copy at 10. We just keep an eye on it. I highly suggest if you're playing a green deck, this guy is going to be strong. This guy provides value, and he's going to go up in price, I think, especially within a couple of next set might show up a little bit more. It's again, Maui is hitting lows. This card was like a $15 card at one point, so that's really nice. Rares are really dropping, which is so nice. The $20 rares were just not okay. Like, there's points where this card was $20 and now it's sitting pretty at 12, which is where it should be. If you pack a $12 rare, you're happy, right? Like, if you pack a Lilo, you're excited. Very happy to see the foils go down in price, because these foils are gorgeous, and highly recommend picking one up if you want to play it. Be Prepared's are $10, which is solid. Hans is at 6, which is crazy. The one card that's always shockingly up price is a Tekka. It's because it's a legendary. You don't want to see this card as your legendary pull if you buy a box. I only have a copy, which I'm so lucky that I only have one. All the legendaries I personally pulled are a little bit better than that. But yeah, so that's that's where we're at when it comes to the Lantern. Was a $7 card, so things are just overall going down when it comes to just general higher end cards. There are some cards that are, this card was 50, Grab Your Swords was at like $11 at one point. Let It Go was at 7. Maleficent is just tanking. I don't understand it. It's the same card as Lilo, but more people are just playing Amber, not Amethyst. And if you're playing both, you're just playing an aggro deck, which is okay, but it's just not as exciting. Beast is a $3 card, but interestingly enough, Beast has a really expensive foil. Its foil is at $20, 18 bucks. It's just, I don't think the foil is that great, but people are buying it. People are indeed buying it. So if that's something you want to check out, I highly recommend. Fishbone Quill is at $2. Again, it's just okay. There's nothing special about this card. A lot of Sapphire decks play it just for ramp. Nothing too special. A card that I'm really excited to see kind of dwindle down in price is the horse. This card was a $7 card at one point, and seeing it go down is really, really nice. Overall, all the cards are just kind of breaking down, slowly going down in price, which is really nice. I'm hoping a lot of people don't get afraid of the fact that sealed product is just so expensive, but it's okay because you can build a deck without those premium cards and have still a lot of fun when it needs to be. Again, everything else is super cheap, which is really nice. There's not a single card that's just so nice. All the rares that are not as playable is less than $1. Some of the high-end uncommons include my favorite card in the, let's see if it loads. But one of the Flynn is shockingly still expensive, right? Flynn is a $3 card still, which blows my mind for an uncommon. So if you pack him in your packs, you're just happy to see it. You're always happy to see those. You're always happy to see a bunch of those guys. You're super excited. You're always excited to see the cat. Cat's always good too. What else do we got? And that's kind of it. The rest is just card. This card is still $1 as a common, which is really nice. If you just have a bunch, but again, you need 4 of this. It's $4. It's not that bad. The game is finally getting to a point where it's kind of playable, but if you're trying to collect, if you're trying to open packs, you're just out of luck. And that's kind of the way the cookie crumbles. Other than that, do I think you should buy product if it's resale? No, I don't. I really don't. I don't think it's necessary. I mean, you can buy a pack for $50, sure, why not? But how are you going to make your money, right? How are you going to make a $15 profit? You just won't. You just won't. You just can't. There's no shot. I mean, there is a shot, obviously, but most likely you're not packing one of these 3. You're not packing it's just not. The odds are not against you. The odds are against you. And product is a risk at this point. So if you really want to play the game, buy the singles as always. And yeah, that's kind of it. That's all I have. I think that's a good point to end anyway. I've talked for 14 minutes about Market, and it's exciting to kind of get into the new cards as well, which it's already being priced at $50. Do not fall for this. 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 Do not press the buy button. That's an uncommon. Do not. Do not. Do not. You will get robbed. You will get robbed. You are getting robbed. Some of the cars will get that expensive because some of the cars are insane. Like I do expect with a full heart, these cards are going to be the high end cards from the set, but I don't think this card is $80. Do I think this card is phenomenal? Do I think this is one of the best cards in the game? Potentially, yes. The fact that you can make a thing reckless and attack this thing by turn 3 is insane. However, don't do it. Don't. Amber Emerald is going to take over. And I'm here for it. And you should be here for it too. But yeah. It's kind of crazy what's happening. But yeah, that's kind of all I have. It's been nice. Y'all have a good one.